Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we're starting off without any makeup. The more floss you see, the better. We'll put on some lip balm just to hydrate the lips, and then we're going to start on the eyes. So I'm using some eyebrow powder and a blending brush. I'm going to be putting this color all over my eyelids as well as under my eyes to create darker looking eye bags because we want to look tired and we want to look like we've been up all night. So take the same eyebrow powder and put it all over your face, your body. There's no right or wrong here because what we want to look like is that you've been through hell and you're dirty and the dust is clinging onto your skin. So feel free to do whatever you want here. So I'll be using some eyelash glue, or you can use liquid latex to create fake scars, and this is just for the base. So you put it on your lip, or I'm putting on my eyebrow as well. You can put as much as you want, but make sure to have it dry first before moving on to the next step. So I'm using a color wheel. The color I'm using is like a reddish brown, and I'm using a stippling brush and putting it all over my face. This is to create the effect of dried blood. And feel free to put as much as you want. Experiment with strokes and just patting it on. The more variation, the better because dried blood isn't perfect. So I'm using a salmon colored face paint from a color wheel, and you're free to use lipstick with the same color and put it all over your face with a brush or with your finger. This is just to create the effect of tender and swollen skin. Now that the eyelash glue is dry, I'll just set it with some loose powder just so that it will attach to the color and the pigment. And I'm just going to get the same salmon color and reddish tint and put it all over the places that I have the liquid latex or eyelash glue. And this will make the effect of my open wounds. And I'll use a finer brush to put in the color, the darker color inside, so it looks like it's an open wound. Now I'm just adding a little bit of black to get a little more depth in the wound. So just add it freely but very minimally because you don't want to overpower the color. Now I'm just adding some of that black face paint all over my body with the stippling brush to create more depth in the wounds and the gashes that I have. For my eyes to look more bloodshot, I'm going to be using that red face paint again and putting it under my eyelids and over it just so that it looks very tender and that I look really tired. And as you know, in the scene, when they start turning into monsters, they have the veins. So I'm drawing all these veins with an eyeliner first, just so that I have these guidelines. Put it under the eye up to the cheek, and then I'm using the face paint with a fine brush just to make the lines darker. So I'm using fake blood now, and I'm putting this on my open wounds or wherever on my face needs the blood. You can use liquid lip gloss for this. This is just to get the effect of some fresh blood going out of the wounds. So I am putting red lipstick on the inner part of my lips to make it look like I spat out blood and it's dried up. Be careful not to add too much. You don't want to look like you're wearing lipstick. Last is some mist to make it look like my body has a very high temperature. So this is the final look. Feel free to mess up your hair, wear dirty clothes, and there's no right or wrong in this look. As long as you look scary and freaky, you can also add contact lenses if you want. But this is my look from Sweet Home, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this.
Are you ready to catch some